poppin', everybody? Make sure you subscribe, share, but above everything else, I need you to comment because, as always, I try to look to the battle rap community, so to speak, and just give various opinions. I'm interested in everyone's perspective, but as always, I just want it done in a respectful way. We can agree to disagree, we can do all that while being respectful, and so far, for the most part, since I've been doing these vlogs, it's been that way. You know, just a handful of people here and there say something extremely stupid. Actually, not even a handful. So it happened like 3 times. But overall, I just like, me personally, I like to celebrate battle rap. In this, if you clicked on this thinking that I was gonna be here dissing DME Detroit or anything like that, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna diss him. I have a lot of questions about the vlog he put up. I have opinions about the vlog he put up. But this is, you know, I'm not with all that. I ain't about to sit here and just be, you know, dissing homie and doing all that. So this ain't that. I want y'all to just listen to some of the things that I say, and then, you know, I would like y'all to give me your take on what I'm saying. So I have a few points of DMEs. All right, let me get to this. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Detroit DME put out a blog addressing a Black Compass interview. I believe was Norbs and P of URL. Now I have to tell you now, I don't know who P is. I've only heard his name maybe 2 times, and that was based off something Battle Truth, one of his vlogs. So, like, I don't know who he is, what he really has to do. I know he has something to do with the PGs currently, but I really don't know who he is. So, DME puts out, I guess, listen to the interview that was on the Compass thing, where in the interview, P said that pretty much, like, if people are getting out of pocket and saying negative things about the URL, that you know, they'll be blackballed. You know what I'm saying? Or be black sheeped. That's what he said. And, you know, blackballed is what he meant. You know what I'm saying? So, DME went and did his blog addressing it. And I have to say, shout out to Battle Rap Boutique and Big Al. From those 2 guys is how I came across DME Detroit's blog. Actually watching his vlogs and going on his live. When he goes live, being in the chat room. I think, me personally, the top 40 vlog, of 2017 vlog that Battle Rap Boutique did open, yeah, you guys should check it out. It opened my eyes to some of these other bloggers, because I'm not a big fan of watching bloggers like that. I have watched some, but most of them I don't watch, because it started getting to a point where a bunch of bloggers made the blogs with just about them. And you know how dope they are, how everybody else is trash, instead of talking about the battle rap. Now, I have not watched all DME blogs. I'm not telling you that. I'm saying from the ones that I have, I liked what I saw, so I continue to support. I'm in the chat rooms. I've donated, all of that, because I enjoy and respect the energy and what I take as passion for battle rap. So when I saw this vlog come up, I instantly hit click. I'm not that, it sounds weird, but I'm not that kind of dude, but I watched this vlog about 3 times because I didn't want to miss it. And I thought it was an important vlog. And at the end of this one, I'll have a question for you guys that I would like you guys to get in a comment and give me your opinions on it. So I have some points here, some things I put. So if you see me look over, that's what it is. All the time when I do these vlogs, I try to have a few notes, you know, things, because I don't ever want to forget something I want to bring to the table to you guys. All right, so in the vlog, and I'll put the link in the description. DME goes and reads the actual statement that P put out there, and at one point he said, you know, you'll be black sheep if you get out of pocket. He's saying, it's not what you say, is what you say it. It's not what you say, is how you say it. And I have to be honest, again, like I said, I like DME's vlogs, and I enjoy his love for battle rap. But I think that that's the key thing that DME did not take from this whole interview. I think that's the biggest part that DME didn't. I think DME took that part the wrong way. Well, the black. I think no. I'm saying I think DME only focused on the black sheep and the blackball part, and missed or didn't shed enough light on when he said it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I think that was the key to all of it. DME, if you watching this, I think that is the key, and I think that is the part that you didn't focus in on. I am not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that was a key part. But I want to get back to that. All right. So, saying DME said on there that URL tries to control the media. Now I have a hard time with this because I have seen blogs. What's up? I have seen blogs of other people saying such things. I've seen interviews and stuff, just seeing things that Norbs has said, and it's hard for me to disagree with DME on this. But I'm thinking, are they really trying to control the media, or are they trying to control the narrative? And then, is it URL's fault, the controlling the media part, or is that the media's fault? And let me explain what I mean by that. Some of these dudes, and also P went on to say, I have it here. Yeah, but I forgot where I put it. There's so much stuff here. But he said on there that he would that he advises smacking on them, like these dudes get out of pocket, you know, don't answer their DMs, their text messages, don't go on their show, so on and so forth. I agree with P. And this is the standpoint that I took that from and how I feel about it. Number one, it be a lot of these dudes doing the most to get attention from these battlers and these league owners, and more from the league owners. See, a lot of these dudes, not only do they get on their channels and talk crazy about leagues, but when they get around these league owners, like they catch amnesia. Now they want to be the league owners' best friends because they want to interview with them, they want to picture with them, they want to be just in the inner circle, so to speak. And I think that shit is corny. You know what I'm saying? And that's female traits to me. Because at the end of the day, it's like now I haven't released it yet. I've had for a few months audio of me interviewing Beasley and Smack. And there was some audio issues. That's why I never put it out. I will be putting that out. I just found the time to sit there and mess with that. But we're really not talking battle rap like battles. We're not talking about battles and shit. That's a big reason why I haven't taken the time out of my busy ass day to really work with that. But the point is, the way these dudes act around them, it's the truth. Like, yo, you talk wild shit, but the moment you get an opportunity to talk one of them, you're in private giving them head, pretty much. So I understand what P's saying with that. Like, yo, don't be on here straight slandering us and then think that we still gonna rock with you. And one of the main people who's like that, who's had moments like that crazy, is Angry Fan. Whether y'all choose to admit that or not. And again, like I've told y'all, man, I don't. People always put it in the context, if you don't agree with something, you a hater, and that's not it. My issue with Angry Fan has always been the disrespectful shit and a lot of the girly shit that he does. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. Like I said, I'm not even focusing on that dude. Bottom line, what it is we've seen him sit there and talk shit crazy about URL and then turn around on a vlog where Beasley was talking. He was sitting there trying to get Beasley to tell everybody, tell them only to listen to me. Tell them who they should be listening to. Trying to get the crazy cosign. Like, you was willing to give Beasley head from the back, but pause, man. That shit gay, my nigga. But anyway, let's get back on point. I think that's what P was trying to allude to. Like, yo, y'all talk crazy and then it's all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. DME, I think that you heard that and it bothered you, and I don't think that you really sat there and thought that one out fully. Like, is it really the URL trying to control the media, or is it on the bloggers? Because here's the thing: URL can't control all of the media. Nobody, honestly, unless they have media coming from them. You understand? Unless they create a show of content, which I never understood why they don't do that. Leave that alone, man. Leave that alone. I don't understand why they don't do that. I don't understand why URL never came out with a show almost like just an example. If you guys watch MMA, like UFC has a show like that. Like they have some people analyzing the fights, so on and so forth, and giving their opinions on it and everything. But it's coming from UFC, so they have some UFC fighters and anchors who do that. So I never understood why URL KOTD didn't do something a little more closer to that. Some people say Champion is that. I don't know. I've never seen a full Champion episode. I've seen clips. I've never seen a full episode of Champion. I don't know, but a lot of people have accused Champion of that. And this is just my thing. If URL, KOTD, any of these leagues don't have anybody talking about their battles like that, does it harm them? Not really. Not really. Does it help them? Of course. Any little light shine on something can help, even in a negative way. We sit here and watch people every day, especially battle rap vloggers, shitting on each other every day. And most of y'all go and run back and forth with that shit more than what you do about battles. And there's been dope battles out there y'all have not even shown love to, but you all up in these blogger wars. You know what I'm saying? So to me is, they can't control the media. I blame it more on the vloggers because y'all would do anything for a little sometimes even an opportunity just to talk to these dudes. I'm a fan of battle rap. I got nothing but love for a lot of these owners, and of course, the URL brand has created history. They have created something, or they didn't create battle rap. They created, I think they created a viable, solid platform that goes back from the Smack DVD eras. They provided something in our culture. They created a bigger culture around battle rap. That is my opinion. Were they the first league? No. My first league that I can remember off the top of my head was Fight Club and Grind Time. The URL take the shit to another level? Yeah. But the first time I was seeing battles, recorded battles, was on Smack DVDs. You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot to do with this culture and where this culture has gone. But still, are they that hurting if no vlogger is talking about them? No. No, the name sells itself. You know what I'm saying? Does it help? Yes. So at the end of the day, if we have vloggers out here chasing after them for shit and they want to blackball dudes, you can't even be mad at them from that standpoint. Like, they can't control the media. The media controls what they want to do. So if Smack says, no, you guys can't use my footage to use in your blogs, does that change your opinion? No, it shouldn't. So I don't see how they can really control the media. That's just my standpoint. So we went to that. URL mocking fans as far as bootlegs, etc. That's something DME said. He said multiple times throughout that vlog that he felt that the URL staff constantly mock the fans. Now, I don't want to really do the finger pointing, but in order for me to get my point across, I have to say that. I feel like the only one who does it in a way that can, be taken a little offensive is Norbs. Now, I feel sometimes like people OD on Norbs sometimes. I feel like people just straight I'm not saying he is a punching bag. I'm saying I think sometimes people try to use Norbs as a punching bag. I think it's easy for people to attack Norbs, especially when Norbs might be, arguably, might be the most accessible member of the URL staff. I've seen way more Norbs interviews than I've seen from the other guys. If I'm wrong, you can correct me on that. But that's what I've seen way more Norbs or heard Norbs interviews more than the rest of the URL staff. And He even is on the war report. So like it's hard for to make an argument against what I just said. You know what I'm saying? But there's been plenty of times where Norbs threw shots at fans that I was like, wow, like that's coming from a guy who's part of the ownership group. You know, he shouldn't be saying that. But does sometimes Norbs have a point? Yes, sometimes Norbs does have a point. He just probably doesn't deliver it in a way that everybody is happy with. But there's times that Norbs does have a point. You know what I'm saying? As far as him mocking fans when it comes to like the bootlegs and stuff, listen. Like, you gotta look at it from this standpoint. With DME, this is where I want you to comment on. You're a business owner. From what I could tell in your profile, things that I've heard about you via other bloggers or whatever the case is, that you're in your profile, your Twitter, says that you're owner of a business. So what I'm saying is, when URL, and correct me if I'm wrong from your standpoint, but what I'm taking from that, when you talking about the bootleg thing, is like, you gotta understand something. When URL as a business entity, if they're like, for example, some people had a problem. I don't know that this is what you're alluding to, DME. I'm just saying some people had a problem with one of the pay-per-views, the 2017 pay-per-views, and one of them, he brings a young lady onto the stage. I believe it was 2017. Might have been 2016, but I believe it was 2017. He brings a young lady on the stage, and in front of the whole crowd, kicks her out the venue for live streaming the battles from her phone. Now, people thought that was excessive. People thought that was disrespectful, smacking all of them. And then you see, I don't know who shows the actual URL, the official URL account, but you see them calling fans out oftentimes for shit like that. And here's my thing. Young Sir, they went at it with Young Sir, but Young Sir made a huge mistake, but that's a different subject. The thing is, from a business standpoint, it's like, yo, you fucking with my money and you fucking with my content. And if you sat here, just like I said in my other blog when I was talking about being at the Live It Soul RBE, Live It Soul 4 from the RBE people, like, yo, there are people out here literally live streaming these things. Now, if I put all my time and money into creating this for you guys, so everybody can enjoy it, everybody who can't be in the building can enjoy it, like, why would you bootleg all of this? Why would you do all of that? So yes, I would be sitting here and going at people. I've gone at people for doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like your fam, especially when you yourself, DME, I'm pretty sure you've been to events. I'm pretty sure that you said you buy the pay-per-views. Now, just think about it from that standpoint. You spent your hard-earned money to be able to watch it, but some asshole was there either in his house or on in the actual event, live streaming it to everybody else for free. So everybody else get to have an opinion, or when you make a blog, go against your opinion and all of that, and they ain't come out their pocket now $1 fucking for the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's foul. Especially when you think about what it costs to create that. What I have to pay the battlers, what I have to pay the cameraman, what I got to pay the guy who does the actual live stream, so on and so forth. The kind of money the website who the Watch Battles or whatever the name is, or Rap Grid for that matter, who does other pay-per-views, like, you understand what kind of money they got to get from the whole situation too. So if you guys are doing the hell yeah, I'm slandering you motherfuckers every chance I get. Like, that's foul. You know what I'm saying? And especially when we're the ones who was begging URL for so long to give us the pay-per-view. DME also said something about you know, it's almost like URL is pretty much calling us peasants, like, buy the pay-per-view or wait the 90 days and you'll get it for free. And DME seemed to take that in a condescending fashion. Now, I by no means am I gonna sit there and debate anybody on how to take how somebody's talking to you. Would I give my opinion? Yes, but I won't try to sit there and convince you that you should look at it the way I did. If you took offense to it, cool. I would just explain to you why I didn't think it was offensive at the time, or whatever the case. But it's hard for me to argue with DME on this one, because I have to say, there's plenty of times that URL staff come off condescending. But it only goes back to what I just said. Like, if you support the culture and you guys wanted this so bad, Every time you think of a battle, you guys are tagging URL, set this up, or we want this person, we want that, set this up. Or put your money where your mouth is. If not, you have to wait. If not, you have to wait till they decide to put it out. And it's only right. They own that content. And once again, if it hasn't affected you guys just yet, just understand something. YouTube has shut down a lot of shit. You barely make any money off of YouTube anymore. You know what I'm saying? So these leagues, I'm gonna put it to you this way. If you're familiar with the rapper Nipsey Hussle, one day he put out on social media. He said he broke down what you get from every streaming platform. So he said for 1 million views now, currently, for 1 million views you might get $6,000. For 1 million views, let that marinate for a second. For 1 million views, you might get 6,000. Now do the math on this. If I have, I'm giving an example. If I have 3 million people who watch my battle, or who are battle rap fans, and out of them, I only get a 200,000 view battle. The battle that y'all made such a fucking big deal to see, y'all wanted me to drop the footage, all of that. How much money am I going to get out of that? Are you supporting it? But you had the opportunity to get the pay-per-view, and in turn, if I make revenue off the pay-per-view, then I can put that money towards another event and bringing you more content of what you want, more of the battles you want, more of your favorites who are not cheap. Your favorites, the big names, they're not cheap. And I don't think you guys fully understand what it takes to throw an actual event. So I have to be honest with you. I don't have a problem if URL decides to hold that footage and don't put the shit out for a year. I can't be mad. That was their right. They paid for that content. They paid to have that battle happen. So for me, they have the right to do that. Now, should they be playing you in a condescending way? No, they shouldn't be doing that. But I completely understand where they're coming from. And if that's the case for you people, if you have a problem with that, or having to wait so long for free content, pay for the shit. Support the culture and the leagues you say you love so much. And that part just really bothered me when I was listening. It didn't bother me that DME said that, for the record. I'm saying it bothers me, that mentality for multiple people, because it's like, yo, please understand something. If you will have a problem with possibly never seeing this footage, purchase the pay-per-view. And I understand that's another reason why people go out and bootleg, because they don't want to, but at the same time, it's like, yo, what did you help? You heard it more than anything. Because do the math on this. Some of y'all felt at one point URL wasn't doing enough events. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was 2015 or 2016 when URL didn't do that many events. And people had a fucking heart attack about it. But you got to understand something. You guys aren't supporting things. You watching a bootleg or you viewing a free battle isn't necessarily support. It's really not. You talking about the battles, you sharing the links, so on and so forth. Yes, that is support. But you just viewing the battle that came out for free, but then you got all kind of opinions and you want this perfect and that perfect. You want the, like, you can't do that. And that's not supporting the culture. It's actually hurting. Put your money where your mouth is, and then you could do so. You don't want to wait 90 days. You don't want to wait fucking 6 months, whatever the hell, a year. Purchase the pay-per-view. Show the support. And that way, not only did you get to see what you really love, but then you get to help. It's almost like donating so that they can create. Of course, they got to make some money off it. But if they don't make money off of it, and they don't even break even, how are they supposed to keep bringing you all this shit? Like the Smack Volume 1 or Volume 2 that's coming up. Like, they're strictly relying on that pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? They're not selling tickets. They're relying on the pay-per-view. So my whole thing is, with that being said, and you knowing that, if those flop from a pay-per-view standpoint, how they supposed to put on more? And that's what you want. Because you want to all go out and bootleg or wait till they drop the free battle. I understand we don't always have the money to purchase it. I don't always have the money to purchase every pay-per-view that come out. I don't. That's just the honest truth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't bitch and moan about it. When they dropping the battle, or they holding the battle, or they taking too long to drop the battle. Oh, that's fucked up. And going on social media and tagging the battle rap, oh, that's fucked up. They don't want to put up your footage and they hating on you. They don't want you to shine. Get the fuck out of here. Support the culture. P also said he wished there was a radio show based on positivity. And that's what DME was talking about. DME is right when he says, yo, man, like, there's no way to do that. You're never going to have a show that's 100% positive. If you do, it comes off as dick riding, in my opinion. But I do agree where I say people tend to voice their opinions from a negative standpoint than they do on a positive. DME, if I went through all your videos, I have to check. I think you had like 200 videos at the time that I last seen it. If I went through all of your videos, do I think you have 200 negative videos? No. Can we look through 200 videos of you, 200 videos of me, 200 videos of your favorite vlogger, and say it's probably a 60-40 thing at minimum that you have talked about more of the negative things? That's possible. I don't know because I haven't watched all your videos. There's no way for anybody to say, hey, you know, this person puts out vlogs that are all positive about everything, whether it be leagues, whether it be events, whether it be battles, whether it be contracts, whether it be bullshit argument between battlers, unfortunate events, shit like that, as far as, you know, violent acts and battle rap. No, there's no way to find a channel that has 100% positive things. But do I think that people tend to vlog on more of the negatives or have negative opinions toward things or kind of complaining about things? Yes. And in turn, that would make P feel, or anybody on URL staff, to sit here and feel like, yo, yeah, maybe we should stop fucking with you. Maybe every time you call us and text us or email us saying you want to interview, we should shut you down. Maybe after every event, when y'all run up and put a camera in our fucking face, we should tell you no. Because you could get a lit card. And I'm not trying to diss him, but I'm gonna look at the conversation that I had on Twitter with Big Al. I'm talking to him about the Smack Volume 2, and he doesn't think this card is up to par. He don't think so. Now, I know Big Al, he's a huge supporter of battle rap. He's gonna buy the pay-per-view. But he has his opinion on the card. I'm not mad at him for that opinion. Like, did I mess with him a little bit? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's all in fun. But the whole thing is, if you get a card and you have people who think that the card isn't up to it, yo, they go crazy in their blogs. Instead of sitting here and talking about the pots, you know how hard, first off, it's well overdue. You know how hard it is to sit there and lock in the Over versus Cortez? A Hollow versus Arsenal rematch? You know how fucking difficult that is to lock that in? But you know how many people I've seen across the board have negative comments about that? So I feel like that's where he's coming from. Do I fully agree with everything he said? No. Do I fully agree with everything DME said? No. And it's just the point of the context in which something is said. And I really think that we have to look past that and really realize for a second that, yo, he's right when he sit there and tell Smacking them, yo, man, don't fuck with this person. If this person has nothing but negative shit to say, then don't come up to me now when you can get something from me. You get an interview from me, I'm talking about if I'm Smack, you getting an interview from me is way more valuable than me getting a vlog from you. Like, let's be real here. Like, you can't even weigh that right. You know what I'm saying? So if you Smack, it's like, yo, my man, me doing an interview with you helps you. You doing a blog about my league doesn't help me to the same extent. You can't weigh that against each other. You can't. So if I sit there and I see that all you do is talk shit about me, you can't run down on me and expect me to want to do an interview with you. And that's how I took all of that, DME. Like, that's the main thing. Do I think you had good points? Yes, but I just think that that's the main things that's left out. You also said you should take the criticism and charge it to the game. I agree with you, DME. I agree with you. I think that we should all take the criticism and charge it to the game, but only when it's constructive criticism. I know you said, DME, that you spoke to other leagues before, and you know, they take the criticism differently. Yeah, but when you're providing constructive criticism, it's easier to say that, which goes back to his comment, which I said I want to hold, where he said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's what P said on that interview. He's 100% right. You can go and tell somebody fuck you without using those words. So it's the truth. If you want to sit here and say you wasn't feeling the battle, there's a way to say it. You wasn't feeling the event, there's a way to say it. You say you wasn't feeling the interview, there's a way to say it. But if you just come at it on some rah-rah shit all the time and all that ever come out your mouth is criticism and it's not constructive, all you saying is, oh, I don't like this, yo, or the fucking camera angle from that battle was horrible, or from the pay-per-view, oh man, that was horrible, all this and this. Yo, man, like, can you look past that for a second and just say, yo, man, those are 3 rounds of fire from both them dudes? No, people will attack the negative. So I understand where DME is coming from and where P is coming from, or the URL staff in general. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. What does the black ball mean? Well, that, you know, that's what DME was asking. What does the black ball mean? I mean, it would mean, DME, you was right on what you was saying. Like, it would mean you would just be blackballed as far as privileges from them communicating with you and you getting interviews and stuff. Because you're 100% right, DME. They won't stop you from buying pay-per-views or from attending. Like, they're not going to fuck their money up. Unless you are absolutely, positively disrespectful on another level. Then they wouldn't stop you from the pay-per-view, but they would stop you from coming to the events, depending on how crazy it got. For example, like, if I'm a league owner and somebody's clearly, one of these vloggers is like inviting me to their manhood or something like that, then yeah, you ain't allowed at my event. You're not. You're just not going to do that. But you can purchase that pay-per-view. I'll still take your money. It's still a business at the end of the day. But no, I wouldn't want to see your face. Yeah, and until URL, you will never get a whole show based on positivity. It's just not going to happen as long as people have opinions. Do I think we should celebrate, and I say it all the time, should we celebrate battle rap more? Hell yeah, and we should give more props, you know what I'm saying, than negative, you know what I'm saying? But it's not always realistic. URL constantly disrespecting leagues and fans is something DME pointed out. And I do know that the way, it ain't just URL, but the way that people always put it is like, if it's not URL, it don't count. I understand promoting yourself in that fashion because it's a smart way to brand yourself. Do I think it is fucked up for you, like some of the disrespect that gets shown to these other leagues? Yes, I do. Especially when you can't, off the top of your head, call out a battle rapper who URL built to the top. Let me not say that, but they never built from scratch. No. They get them from the We Go Hard, from Trap, from Spit That Heat, from all these leagues all around. They get them from there and then they build accordingly. Yes. Do or Die Battle League. Yes. That does happen. But they're not taking guys 100% from the bottom. You're not grabbing a guy who's never had a battle footage before and building him accordingly. No, URL is not doing that. So I do think it's foul when they do say condescending shit about other leagues. I do agree. You can make it to the top without having to shit on other people. And there are times that URL member status does it, and it is fucked up. That I don't agree with, and I agree with DME on that one. So, the raising of the pay-per-view prices. I have a problem with this. I'm with DME completely. Like, you're gonna constantly be changing the prices to the pay-per-view for an event. Example, you're saying the event is March 31st, right? So let's say you start promoting it in January, and you say, all right, it's $40 now, but by February we'll have announcement 3, and it'll go up to $50. The battle went to the 31st. That's fucked up. Okay, well, now we made our third announcement in February. Now the price is going up to $60. Here we go, the week of the battle. Guess what? Now the price is $75. That would be fucked up. And that's from any league across the board. Now, I used to throw events. Music events, comedy events. So I understand how some of this shit works from this standpoint. If you bought advance tickets from me, depending on what I had going on, the tickets could go for around $5 to $10, right? So let's use that example. Let's say I have a kind of smaller event, and I'm only charging $5 a ticket. Yes, you buy them in advance from me, it's gonna be $5. But if I have to wait till the day of to see if you guys coming out, yes, it's gonna be $10. And let me explain to you why. When you do a pre-sale, right? You're giving people the chance for them to be some of the first people in the building or first people to solidify a spot at the event. The other thing too is you do it cheaper to get more people in, to get more people interested out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So what starts happening is you get 100 people who sit there and tell you, "Oh, I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there," and then people, "Oh, I promise you, I'll be there." Oh, this and this and this. Then the day comes and the shit falls flat on his face. So yeah, business-wise, it makes sense that at the beginning you sell it a little bit cheaper. At least try to solidify that you'll recoup what you spent, even if you don't make a profit. You'll try to solidify that, or you'll just do enough to try to get asses in the seats. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes you'll see clubs and everybody do that shit with females. They'll charge the female a little bit less to get all the females in there, because they know the dudes, the straight dudes, are gonna want to be with all the females also. They'll pay a few dollars extra. But also it's cheaper because you don't want a party full of guys. So you're gonna get the females there in general. Even if it's not for everybody to try to interact with each other still. I don't want a fucking party of just 50 dudes. No, so we'll entice the females, right? A little cheaper. That way we balance out the genders. And then even more, we already know that the dudes want to be where the broads is at. So in this case, I'll charge you $5 beforehand, right? Hopefully to be able to make at least a good amount of money for me to break even. And then at the door the night of the thing, since you want to wait so long, or if you really want to you want to be one of them people, like, example, like you have 5 people who say, "Yo, I'm going," but 1 out of them 5 is like, "Oh, I'm only going if they going." So you just sat here and did all that shit for what? Like, no, now you're gonna pay the $10 to get into the building. You know what I'm saying? Pre-sales are always cheaper. So I can understand if they do that ticket wise and they're sitting here and you're and say, "Yo, man, it's $50 now. It'll be $60 if you gotta pay at the door." Yes, no doubt. Cool. Do I think they should be doing that shit with the pay-per-view like that? No. Especially drastic changes like that. No, and I'm not saying that they did that. I'm just going off what DME was saying. You know what I'm saying? And DME did point out that you changing the prices does create people to want to deal with the bootleg more. And I agree with him 100% on that. DME was definitely right with that. It would make more people bootleg the event. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what we want. We want to avoid all the bootlegging and not create more reasons for people to do it. So yeah, they shouldn't be doing that whole shit with changing the prices. That's fine. Last but not least, man, I just want to ask you guys your opinion, and then I'm going to give my opinion. When you watch these blogs, if you're ever in the live chat from DME, anything of the sort, do you think DME is one of them guys who's defending the fans or just defending his opinions? So when he says, "Oh, you know, I give a voice to the people in the chat room," which he does. When he says, "Oh, I'm speaking for the fans," so on and so forth, do you feel like he is defending you guys? Do you feel like a Rome DMV is defending you guys? Do you feel like Champion is defending you guys? Do you feel like Angry Fan is defending you guys? I don't think so. But I do think that DME Detroit does. He is right. He gives a voice to the people in the chat room, reads your comments, your questions, gives your opinions, and he doesn't shy away from anything. I do think the few vlogs, it hasn't been much. I've probably seen maybe 10 DME vlogs. Because I only been, watching stuff maybe the last, week and a half, 2 weeks. I had just came across, started watching them. Like I said, man, I started rocking them through DMV, Big Al. Big Al, big salute to him, and Battle Rap Boutique, Visual, salute. I do think that DME is looking to defend us more. And I would like you guys to go check out his stuff if you haven't, because I feel like the dude is passionate, and I think his heart is in the right place. I truly think his heart is in the right place. I think y'all should go rock with him. I appreciate not only that, if you see he has a Stop Being Dirty hat on, and I've seen him with other battle rappers merchandise. And that seems to me like somebody who loves the culture and respects the culture. And for that, I'm gonna be rocking with him, you know what I'm saying? But I just saw this vlog and I felt the need to speak on it. I'm hoping that my opinions came across right. Salute to DME Detroit. I did hit him up and tell him I was gonna do this vlog before I did it because I didn't want it to come across like I was trying to diss him. Like, no, I just had an opinion about his vlog, you know what I'm saying? So salute to him, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for defending us, and thank you for giving us a voice too in your chats and throughout your vlogs. You know what I'm saying? I do think your heart is in the right place. Salute to battle rap culture. Celebrate the culture. Celebrate the league. Celebrate these wonderful battles and bars that we get from these dudes, man. Great moment and entertainment. But I want everybody to remember just the one thing, which was what P said when he says, "Not what you say is how you say it." Let's not forget that that was a key thing to what he said. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And we all feel like that throughout our lives, through our professions, or anything like that. Like I said, you can tell somebody fuck you without using those words. Salute to y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for all the alerts. Battle rap opinions. Battle rap, I love you. Salute.